a nearly unnoticeable change in the silence of my house. But since the sound stopped, I guessed it was just maybe the pipes of my shower, or maybe an animal on the roof. I didn't know, but I wasn't going to let it bother me, as it was clearly nothing. Finishing my shower in peace, I got out only for that peace to be instantly shattered. As I dried my head and face, I saw in the mirror was a word or a symbol, maybe? It's really hard to tell. I took a picture and I'll share it here to see if anyone else can see what it is supposed to be. But either way, I did not write that. And worse yet, when I poked my head out of the shower a minute or two before it wasn't there, it was just steam on the mirror. With that, I packed a bag and started to drive to my mom's house, only stopping at the police station to file a report and maybe get some help from the police. They took it pretty seriously, thankfully. And later that night, while I was at my mom's house, I got a phone call from an officer at my house. He said they searched up and down, not seeing anything, but he still advised me to stay at my mom's house for the night, which I planned to anyway. In the middle of the night, I woke up to what I thought was a car flashing its headlights as it drove by, but I wasn't too sure, and it took me some time to fall back to sleep as the coat rack that haunted me throughout my childhood in this home drew my attention, just like it did 20 years ago. My kid mind back then always imagined it was a man standing watching me sleep for hours, but I'm an adult now, so I tried my best to brush it off. But for a few hours, I lay and stared at the coat rack, making sure it was just that, until I passed out. The next day, my mom was really reluctant to even talk to me about anything, and when I brought up the weirdness of it all, she just told me I was going to be late for work, and well, she was right. Racing to work, I showed up 10 minutes late, and as usual, my boss wasn't too happy. But it wasn't for me being late this time. It was because apparently someone had called and told him that I wouldn't be there. And allegedly, the voice on the phone sounded like me. And I told my boss basically to go fuck himself, and that I quit. Which I definitely did not do. While trying to explain to my boss, he threatened to call the cops on me if I didn't leave, so I left and went back home to grab some more stuff before going back to my mom's. Once I got there, I found something that grew a chill on my neck and spine. As I packed a bigger bag, I opened my large closet to grab something when I saw some fiberglass insulation scattered around the closet. Confused, I looked up to the entrance of the crawl space when I saw it was open, and not slightly open. It was very open, open enough for a person to crawl through. As I stood shocked in horror, I went to take a photo, but a thud from